Good morning, everybody. On this lovely, well, it looks like it's going to snow here. I hope not, but then I suppose it doesn't matter because we can't go out anyway, can we? I hope you had all had a lovely Christmas as much as you could, and we're here at the start of a new year. It seems so long since I've actually done a meditation with you all. I suppose it must be about 3 or 4 weeks, if not longer than that. So I hope you've missed me. If you haven't, it doesn't matter. Um, I hope you're going to share this with any friends that you think it might help. Morning, June. Babs will phone when she starts. Okay. Oh, Billy's going to join in. 13. Lovely. I hope he enjoys it. My grandson and granddaughter love doing meditations. Morning, George. Um, they've loved doing them ever since they were quite young, and I think it's good for kids. Morning, Alison. Especially now, because I think there's a lot of stress around the children where they don't know what's going on. Good morning, Christine. Um, oh, good morning, Christine Davis. Um, which has just told me to say everybody's surname. Morning, Elizabeth Kennedy Mason. I'm being posh here because I know you, Elizabeth. It's lovely to have you all with us. And good morning, Christine Moraes. Lovely that you. Yes, okay. So I'm being told off in my ear. I just tried. Morning, Laura Lou. Yeah, I think a lot of the kids are struggling. Hi, Mary. A little bit at the moment, especially the younger ones that don't really understand. They know they're not going to school. Good morning, Pamela Roger. Um, they can't understand really. Hi, Tracy Honey. Why they can't go to school, and it all feels a little bit strange. And I think sometimes as well as parents, we can get anxious, and then our children pick up on it, don't they? So I think we've got to be very aware of how all our kids are feeling at the moment. My youngest grandchildren aren't too bad because they're not really that old enough to understand, but the elder ones have struggled. Um, One's been made redundant, another one's at college, and there's all the problems with the exams and everything. So it's quite a stressful time. So I think it's not just us adults. So if you've got any children that I'm saying, when I'm saying children, I'm saying sensible kids, probably sort of 10 upwards. As long as you make sure that they close themselves down at the end with me, because that's very important. If you're doing this with children, I work as a minister. I've worked with a lot of younger children who see spirit, don't understand what's going on, get scared with things. And I've worked with quite a few children, trying to explain to them what happens and not to be scared and how to close themselves down and everything else. Because I know as a child I saw spirit, and it can be quite scary. Or even now, sometimes if I'm washing up or something and I feel somebody behind me, I say, "Look, I don't mind you being there, but can you just come round the side?" Because it sometimes makes you jump. We're only human at the end of the day. So if anybody wants to share this and they think their kids are old enough to understand, that'd be great. But just explain to them that, obviously this can't hurt you and you're not connecting to spirits. All you're doing is just literally getting yourself in a nice relaxed state. But as I'm quite finicky about always making sure people close themselves down. Doesn't matter what you do, whether you're reading a book, whether you're. Oh, hi, Veronica Jenkins. Yeah, whether you, I forgot what I was going to say now. Sorry, I've lost me. Oh, Laura says she's going to send this to Jack later. It might help him. Yeah, sit and do it with him. Sit with him, Laura, while he does it. I would say, do it together with your child so you can watch them. Don't just leave them to do it on their own. Sit there and do it with them. Oh, Christine loves the meditations. I'm so glad. It's nice to be able to help people. Yeah, Happy New Year. You've missed me. Oh, lovely. Thank you. I've missed you all too. Maybe one day in the future we can actually physically meet up somewhere, can't we? And have group hugs. That would be lovely. Yeah, so, if you've got kids, maybe, sit down and do the meditation with them. Don't leave them to do it. Pamela says she's going to promise not to fall asleep this time. It doesn't matter if you do fall asleep, Pamela, that's what you need. And you can always go back and do the meditation a second time because Richard always keeps them all. So that is really good. Yeah, so as far as kids are concerned, my grandson, my eldest grandson, he's been coming to church since he was about 11, 12, and he used to come to my healing classes, and he loved doing the meditations with me, and he got a lot of help from it, I think, that helped to relax and everything else. The only thing I'd say is don't do it before they go to bed because you don't want to be open when you go to bed, and do make sure that they go through that little routine with me at the end when I close you all down, because that is so important. We don't want you going around picking headaches up and anything else, or hearing voices, or sometimes you can just make you feel out of sorts if you don't close yourself down properly. I know I get headaches if I don't close myself down. I always know because I find I've got a headache. So for me, that's very important. So let's get on with our meditation this morning. Yeah, I was given this one again from Spirit yesterday. I've been doing them for nearly a year now. So I think I might have to start going back over some of the ones I've done before at some point, which I hope you don't mind. Hopefully you might have forgotten them by then. But as long as I'm given slightly different ones, I'll go along with it. So let's find ourselves nice and comfortable. Get your bottom nice and secure on a chair and just take a few deep breaths in and out, in and out. Just let your body relax, let your mind relax, let your arms and legs feel heavy. Just give your head and your neck a bit of a twist. Get rid of any tension that you might be carrying. This is going to be time for you. It's a new year, new things ahead, and we're going to make it a positive year. We're going to do all the things that we want to achieve in the best way possible that we can this year. So carry on, just concentrate on your breathing as you breathe in and out, in and out. And I want you to visualize a beautiful white light coming up through your feet, up through your ankles, up past your shins, past your knees into your thighs. Watch that light as it goes up into your body, up through your chest area, down your arms, into your hands. Feel that energy going deep into your body. Watch that white light as it flows into your head. Just relax. Let any thoughts, any problems, let them just drift away. Any things you've got to do later, let them just come into your mind and let them just go. We're going to have half an hour now of just peace and quiet. Time for us to energize our bodies, to relax. Today, we're going to find ourselves standing in a mist. You could feel the mist around you. It's not scary. It's quite a special mist. It feels magical. And as you look, the mist around you starts to fade. And you find that you're standing on a mountain. Just watch as that mist starts to disappear. And you're on a mountain. You're quite safe. And it seems very early in the morning. The mountains are all around you and are beautiful blue and purple colours. They're so wonderful to look at. They look so magical. Even though you're quite high up, you're very safe. The air feels so fresh. Just spend a few moments breathing in that fresh air. You could feel the slight chill as the air enters your lungs, cleansing them and refreshing them. Take a few deep breaths of that wonderful fresh air. Feel that air go into your lungs, clearing your lungs, cleansing them and refreshing them. And just watch as with every out-breath you feel more cleansed. Watch as your out-breath goes from a dark grey colour. The more you breathe in that wonderful cleansing air, the more your out-breath gets lighter and lighter. Watch as it goes from a dark grey to a lighter grey to a very pale grey until it goes to a pure white. And you're breathing in that beautiful pure white energy, and breathing out pure white. Notice how energized you feel, how light you feel. Just spend a few moments breathing in that white light. And with every out-breath, you're getting rid of any negative energies, any worries, any problems you may have, any stress, any tension or anxiety is just dissipating with that out-breath until you feel beautifully cleansed, filled with that white light and totally energized. And as you stand there, you see the sun is beginning to rise. It looks so beautiful beside the mountains as it just comes up above the peaks of the mountains. And as it begins to rise, it's changing the colour of the mountains. And now they seem to be turning more to an orangey red colour. Look how different they look. Just stand for a few moments and look at that beautiful sun rising, the wonderful oranges and reds and yellows, as that sun comes up to start a new day, to begin afresh. And I want you to start walking. Just start walking along, you're quite safe. And as you walk along, you can hear somebody yodeling in the distance. Carry on walking, listen to their yodel. How does it make you feel? Does it uplift your spirits? They sound so happy, so free, so relaxed, as they're singing in their own special way. And that yodel is echoing around the mountains, and you can hear the echoes as they're singing. Just carry on walking, and as you do, you can see a small stream trickling over the rocks. Walk along the stream. The water's glistening and it's so clear. It's sparkling in the sunlight. And the small rocks beneath the water are shining so many different colours in the sun. They look just like crystals. Notice how beautiful they look. Why not put your hand in the water? Just feel how cool it is. Pick up a pebble. Pick up one of the stones. As you pick it up, what is it? Is it a stone? Is it a crystal? What colour is it? What does this mean to you? How does it make you feel? It may make you feel safe. You may feel as though it's a healing crystal or stone. It may be giving you strength. You may feel strength from that stone or crystal. It may be just something that's pretty that you want to keep with you. Just put it in your pocket and keep it safe. And as you carry on walking along the small stream, you can hear the water as it trickles over the rocks. The water's so clear. And as you carry on walking, the stream starts to get bigger. And in the distance, you can hear water running. Walk towards the sound of the water. Carry on walking along the river. What can you see? The stream has now turned into a much bigger river. It's even moving fast, but it's quite safe. It's so beautiful. And you can feel the energy coming from the water, coming into you, giving you that feeling of feeling so light, so energized, so at one with nature. Take that energy into your body. Feel the lightness. Watch as that water runs over the pebbles and the stones. The water's going a bit faster now, and it may be making a little bit more noise. Watch as you can see white froth as the water goes over all of the stones as they slightly get larger. And just keep walking towards the sound of that water running. And as you get closer, you can see a wonderful, massive waterfall cascading down one of the mountains. Just stand and feel that energy coming off of that waterfall. The water's sparkling in the sun. It looks just like a massive great crystal. It's absolutely beautiful. How wonderful nature is. Just walk towards that wonderful waterfall. And as you get closer, at the bottom of the waterfall, you can see a very, very large lagoon. And the lagoon is completely surrounded by the mountains. And there are large rocks around it. It seems such a secret place as it's hidden from view. There's some stone steps going down the rocks which lead down to the lagoon, and I want you to go down them. You're quite safe, they're not slippery. There's quite a lot of steps, but just take your time and walk down. You're very safe. Walk down those stairs as you get closer to the lagoon. And when you reach the bottom of the steps, you can see how big the lagoon is. The water from the waterfall is splashing down into the lagoon. Watch as it cascades and splashes down the rocks. The lagoon is the most beautiful azure colour, and the water is so clear. To your right is a pathway. Between some of the smaller rocks, there's this little pathway. And I want you to follow that pathway along the lagoon. And as you do, what can you see? What can you see around this lagoon? It's quite silent apart from the water that you can hear running. There doesn't seem to be anybody else around, but you know you're safe. You know you're protected. You can feel the strength of those mountains surrounding you. Carry on walking along the pathway. And as you do, you see what looks like a building or a hut at the end of the path. And as you get closer, you realise it's a pagoda. There's 8 sides to it, and it's covered in the most beautiful flowers. Flowers of all different colours. Very exotic flowers. Flowers that we probably wouldn't even see in our country. And as you walk up to the pagoda, you can hear bells and wind chimes that are being blown around in the gentle breeze. They're all tied to the roof of the pagoda, and the sound they make is so delicate and relaxing. Just listen to those sounds. A very gentle tinkling of the bells. What are the bells made of? Are they different colours? Do they have patterns on them? Just go and have a look. Have a look at the wind chimes. Are there anything on the wind chimes? Are there crystals? Could there be angels around the wind chimes? Just go and have a look at them. Watch and listen as they just tinkle gently in the wind. It's a sound that makes you feel so uplifted. It's a very, very special sound. Now as you go up to the pagoda, there are a few steps. Once again, I want you to go up the steps. And inside the pagoda is a large rug. Have a look and see what colour your rug is. What is it made of? Does it feel soft? Is it made of raffia? Go and sit down on it. Now I want you to go and sit down with your legs crossed on the rug. And amazingly, even though you might not normally be able to sit on the floor, you have problems getting on the floor, you find it quite easy to be able to sit down without any pain with your legs crossed inside this pagoda. Just sit down and relax your mind. Concentrate on the sound of the bells and the wind chimes. How do they make you feel? Just let any worries, any negativity, just drift away and concentrate on those sounds. Let those sounds reverberate through your body. Feel that sound cleansing your body. You may feel tingly. You probably might feel hot or cold. Just let your body relax and enjoy this time of peace. Feel those vibrations go deep into any parts of your body that you may have pain. Feel those vibrations energizing every cell of your body, making them well, and giving you relief from any pain you may have. Notice how that sound calms your mind, how it calms your body. Just sit and enjoy the music as it vibrates through your body. How do you feel? Sit and enjoy those vibrations as that sound cleanses your body, making you feel relaxed, making you feel calm. Your anxiety has gone. You realise any tension has gone. You just feel so peaceful, so at one with the world and at one with yourself. Now I want you to look up into the sky. There are so many clouds appearing, and they look so white and fluffy. Can you see any shapes manifesting in those clouds? What shapes can you see? What do those shapes mean to you? Just sit and watch as those clouds gently move along in that gentle breeze, making different shapes. just take a mental note of what those shapes are. You might know straight away what that means to you. Now I want you to look at the clouds and to visualize and imagine yourself up there inside those clouds. You're up floating along with them. You feel so light and carefree. What do they feel like? Do they feel soft? How do you feel? Just feel yourself melting into the clouds. You've no worries or problems as you just float along. Just enjoy that feeling of relaxation and happiness. That feeling of freedom and nothingness. It's as though you're flying, you're totally weightless. It feels so unbelievable. You feel so relaxed, so calm. Enjoy that feeling as you float in the clouds. You may be sitting on a cloud floating. You may just feel the cloud around you, around your body. Just go with it and enjoy that feeling. This is something very, very special. Now I want you to just concentrate back on your body, and I want you to feel yourself going back down into the pagoda. Gently going back and feel yourself back in the pagoda. Feel your bottom firmly back on the rug. Give your bottom a wiggle. You can feel that rug beneath you. You're totally grounded and secure back in that pagoda. And as you're sitting on your rug, once again in front of you, you can see a mist forming. Just look at that mist. Inside that mist is one of your guides. And I want you to watch as that mist starts to fade and disappear. And as it gets finer and lighter, you will see one of your guides standing in front of you. You might not see them completely, but you just might feel their energy and recognize it. Just focus your eyes as the mist goes. Who's there? Is it a guide you know or have met before? It may be somebody you've never seen before. What do they look like? What are they wearing? You feel so safe with them. It's as though you've known them for so long. Ask them their name. Ask them how they work with you. You can ask them if there's anything they want to tell you. Do they want to tell you anything about your spiritual work? About how they want to work with you? You may have questions you wish to ask them. You might like to know how you will know when they're around you. Will they give you a sign? Just spend some time chatting to them. Ask them about your spiritual work and what things in life would be good for you to try. What things in life in the future would be good for you to try and achieve. It's a new year, a fresh start, new beginnings. What are your goals? Maybe you can ask them if they can help you to achieve your goals, or how the best way to achieve them would be. Just spend this time speaking to them, blending your energies with their energies, getting to know them. If you can't see anybody, it doesn't matter. You know they're there. You know they're standing in front of you. And if you can't see anybody, just think about how you're feeling. What is your intuition telling you? What's your gut feeling telling you? As you're sitting in this pagoda with your guide near you. Enjoy that feeling of being at one with them. You probably have so many questions you want to ask them. There's probably so much you want to talk about. You may be surprised by some of the things they're telling you. Just listen. Notice how you feel. Now it's time to say goodbye. It's not really goodbye, it's more au revoir. Because you must remember this guide will be around you to help you. Thank them for coming and being with you today. Thank them for looking after you. Thank them for their help and their wisdom. And thank them just for being there, and for spending time with you today. The mist starts to form again, and as the mist gets thicker, they gradually disappear. How do you feel now? Do you feel so much more uplifted? Do you feel so much more connected? Your heart feels so much happier. It's as though a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. You feel so light, so happy. And you know that whatever problems you have around you, you can cope. You have your faith, you have your guides. You can cope with whatever problems you have to face. And we all have problems to face sometimes. But nothing is too big that you can't handle. Now it's time for you to leave the pagoda. And as you go back down the steps, you notice on one of the steps there's a gift for you. Pick the gift up. What is it? What does it mean to you? Say thank you and take it with you as you walk back along the pathway to the lagoon. You can still hear the bells, and you can still hear the wind chimes tinkling in the wind. But as you walk along the pathway, you can hear them getting quieter and quieter and becoming more in the distance. Walk back along until you reach the lagoon. And when you reach the lagoon, I want you to just sit down on the edge of the lagoon and dangle your feet in the water. What does it feel like? It's actually lovely and warm. And it's quite surprising how warm the water is. I want you to gently lower yourself into the lagoon. Don't be afraid. Even if you can't swim or you have a fear of water, you're very, very safe here. The water isn't very deep and it only comes up to your chest area. Feel that warm water flowing around your body. It feels so refreshing. It's just like being in a bath. You may feel you want to swim. If so, have a swim. You may just want to lay back and float. That's okay. Whatever you want to do, you just do it. You won't go under the water. Just lay back and relax. Feel that water splash around your body, making you feel light. Make a note of what thoughts are coming into your mind as you lay there. Just enjoy that feeling of weightlessness. If you have any thoughts of what you've got to do later, just let them drift away. Let your mind relax. Just make note of whatever comes into your mind. You may just see a colour. You may see a shape. You may see a light. You may see a story unfold in your mind. Just lay back and enjoy it. Feel yourself gently bobbing up and down on the water, that beautiful warm water, gently lapping around your body. And as you're just laying there, you notice that you've drifted towards the waterfall. It's okay. At the bottom of the waterfall is a large rock. I want you to just go over and climb up on the rock. It's not hard to get onto. It's quite easy for you to just climb up on. And as you stand on this rock, you feel the water from the waterfall cascading over your body. It's just like being under the shower. Feel that wonderful waterfall wash away any negativity, any worries, any fears you may have. This water is taking away any unwanted feelings or thoughts you might be having. You feel so cleansed. You feel so ready for a new year, a fresh start, an exciting and happy time ahead. Look forward with positivity and strength. You feel wonderful. You feel totally cleansed as you're standing on that rock. Enjoy that feeling as the water washes anything negative away from you, any problems. It's a new year, new beginnings, and your body is being thoroughly cleansed, ready for you to move forward with strength and positivity. Now you feel totally cleansed from top to bottom, inside and out. I want you to step from the big rock onto the rocks that surround the lagoon. Don't need to go back in the water. You can just step from one rock to another until you reach the edge of the lagoon, and walk around it until you find the river that comes from the lagoon and leads down the mountain. You start to walk along that river with that beautiful gushing water. Know that you can go back to this lagoon. Know you can go back any time you feel you want to to be refreshed, to get rid of negativity, to bring positivity and strength into your life. You can come back here anytime you want. Anytime you feel you might be dragged down, you might feel a weight around your shoulders, you feel your problems are just becoming overwhelming, then come back to the lagoon. Go to the pagoda. Come back and stand under the waterfall. Enjoy that feeling of being cleansed. And as you walk along the river, you watch as the stream begins to become smaller. The rocks are becoming smaller. The water is flowing more gently. I want you to keep walking until you find the place at the beginning of the stream where we started our journey. The place where the mountains surrounded you. Now you have reached this spot. Notice how different you feel. How totally energized you feel. How cleansed you are. How safe and secure you feel, and how relaxed you are. You feel a completely different person from the person that started this journey. You're ready to move forward, to try new things, to bring positivity and strength into your life. You're ready for whatever's ahead, because they will be happy, exciting times. You're totally relaxed now, and you feel totally at peace. Now we've come to the end of our journey. It's time for you to open your eyes, to feel your bottom back on your chair at home, to give your body a wiggle around, to just wait until you feel more grounded, till you feel your feet firmly on your carpet, firmly on your laminate. It may take a little while because this was quite a deep meditation, but don't worry, don't rush. It's important that you come back properly. Your body feels heavy again. You feel your bottom on your chair, and when you're ready, open your eyes and have a look around. Notice you're back at home, but that you feel different, and that you're ready to move forward. Now you're back and your eyes are open and you feel totally grounded. I hope you've enjoyed your meditation. Know that you can go back to this lagoon, go back to the pagoda. Just enjoy that walk in the mountains where the mountains are surrounding you and you feel totally safe. Anytime you feel you need to be cleansed, even stand under your shower at home. When you have your shower in the morning, stand under your shower at home and just visualize that you're standing underneath that cascading waterfall. And that cascading waterfall in the lagoon is going over your body, refreshing you. Why not do this every morning when you're in the shower? Taking away anything negative that you may have picked up. Now before we finish, I want you to just make sure that you're closed down properly. Those of you that know how to close down, then please close yourselves down Those of you that don't, and just go through this little routine with me. So if you close your eyes once again, I want you to visualize a beautiful purple light in the middle of your forehead. Turn that light off. Go down and visualize a blue light in your throat area and turn that light off. Down to your heart area, you see a bright green light bulb. Turn that light off. Go down to your solar plexus, the area just above your tummy where you get your gut feelings, and you see a wonderful yellow light bulb. Just turn that light bulb off. Go down to your solar plexus, underneath your tummy button, and turn that orange light off. Finally, go down to the base of your spine where there's a red light bulb and turn that light off. We're just going to go back and double check that the purple light in the middle of our forehead is off, that the blue light in our throat area is off, that the green light in our heart area is off, that the yellow light in our tummy area is off, that the orange light just below our tummy button is turned off, and that the red light at the bottom of our spine is off. I want you to visualize the roots of a tree going from your hands and your feet deep, deep down into the earth. I want you to put a cloak of protection around your shoulders, over your head and under your feet. And finally put yourselves in a beautiful, pure white light, knowing that you're protected, you're safe, you're closed down, and you're ready to carry on with your day. And I just saw, I think on one of the messages that June said her grandson Billy did it for a little while. That's brilliant. But June, make sure he closes himself down afterwards. I know he didn't finish it off, but just sit with him. You know what to do. June's a wonderful healer and crystal healer, and she trained with me quite a long time ago now with her healing. So make sure you just make sure Billy's closed down. Alison said that was lovely. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Alison. George said thank you, that was wonderful, relaxing. Brilliant, George. I miss you. I haven't seen you for such a long time. And Christine Woodham says thank you, Lesley. Christine lives in Spain, so I expect it's a lot more sunny over there. Tracy said thank you so much for that, Lesley. Felt emotional, could feel tears coming down my face, but then could feel warmth and heat in my hair. More relaxed, able to cope with situation. Brilliant. That's what we want. That's what we want, to get that energy back. It's such a tough time for everybody at the moment, and I feel it myself, and I've had days when I struggle. Just because we're mediums and healers, it doesn't mean high nature lover. It doesn't mean that, we don't have our own problems and struggles sometimes. Christine Murray said, so lovely, reminds me of my time in Austria. Yeah, wonderful. Must be lovely if you've been in Austria. Elizabeth said, thank you, it was amazing. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Don't forget, you can always do that meditation again, or any of the others that we've done. Don't worry, nature lover. Just go on Spiritual Psychics TV on YouTube, and this meditation and other ones that I've done before will all be on there. Just click on any of them, and you'll be able to go by the dates, and you'll be able to catch up on it. And Pamela said thank you. I hope you didn't fall asleep, Pamela. You managed to keep awake till the end, but if you didn't, it doesn't matter. Share these meditations with your friends if you think they might help. They don't have to be spiritual. They don't have to have the same faith as us, but we're all going through tough times, and if you can just sit and have a bit of quiet time, I think we really all need it, don't we, at the moment? I don't know whether anybody's got any questions, if they want to ask me, or anything that happened in their meditation they'd like to share with us. I'm sure Richard's got some more shows. I think there's one at 1 o'clock. Richard, is there? I think he's gone to sleep. I think Richard's dropped off. Okay, I'm sure there's a program about runes at 1 o'clock. I might be wrong, on SPTV, and I'm not sure if there's something at 8 o'clock. Oh, you are awake. Oh, okay. It's all right. He wasn't asleep. He just muted himself. Yeah. So is there runes? Is it runes at 1 o'clock? Okay. So Sam, who's the lady who does the runes, will have her show every fortnight at 1 o'clock. So that's a good one to look into. I might try and get my housework done quick so I can have a look at that one as well. Is there anything on later on tonight, Richard? Okay, so nothing on apart from the one at 1 o'clock. There's nothing else until Sunday, which I presume is our Wimbledon church service first thing in the morning. Christine says we have what they call gutter freer 24 hours and another 3 days. We miss the sun when this happens. Oh, that's interesting. No, I've never heard of that. Oh, and Pamela says she stayed awake. Fantastic. That's good. Mary said that was great. Just before you said come back, she saw a cloud of Jesus standing with arms outstretched. He came forward. Fantastic. And then saw Abraham Lincoln. He went and a path appeared and I came back. I wonder what Abraham Lincoln's doing. I don't know much about him. I know he was a politician, wasn't he? Elizabeth saying, will we ever get back to our healing? Oh, okay. Maybe that was to do with what's going on in the States at the moment. Who knows? You know, I don't know which side he was on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, about the Civil War. Okay, well, let's just hope we don't go one of those. Elizabeth said, when will we ever get back to healing? Oh, we will. We will get there. It's such a shame. My healing group only had I think they had about 5 months until they'd finished. And obviously this has put us back a year now. We've tried to do bits and pieces online, but you can't teach online like you can do one-to-one. So depending on what you're trying to learn, I think you need to be with people. Pamela said she felt someone touch her neck. Fantastic. Have you got a painful neck, Pamela? Or maybe that's just the way your guide is going to show you when they come close. Just be aware of it. Be aware. Oh, Christine says what she was talking about. Pours with rain and flooding. Oh, that's not good. Mind you, at least it's only for a few days. We have it pouring with rain here for weeks on end, don't we? And then the sun will come out, Chris. Oh, wow. Richard said his sister's in Australia at the moment. I've got family that live in Australia. And he said it's so hot that it's killing all the virus. So maybe we need lots of heat so that we can get rid of this rotten virus. We've got to get rid of it somehow. And Alison said that she felt that too. Somebody touched her. So that's really good. It's lovely, isn't it, when we pick things up doing these meditations. I think I've said to you before that I always used to keep a little diary. So every time I did a meditation, I used to write down what I felt and saw. And then it's quite lovely. If you look back after a few months, sometimes it really makes sense to you why you were given something or why you were given a certain gift or a certain colour or, you know, even the way you've been feeling. You're not given these things randomly. People think, you know, and I used to do it myself, oh, am I just making that up? Or, you know, is it just my imagination or because I wanted it to feel like that? No, nobody makes anything up. You know, if you feel it, then it's real. You know, you're not making it up. So if you felt them touch you as well, that's great. So maybe that will be a way. Did anybody see any new guides or did they see somebody they've not seen? I said, not nude guides, new guides, Richard. God, he's got bad mind, doesn't he? I mean, somebody might see a guide in the nude. I don't know. Maybe they were nudist in a past life or something. Alison says she feels so awake now and she's going to go for a walk. Yeah, it'd be lovely, you know. If you sometimes you could share what you saw, you know, if you did see um, a new guide with you, or it was an old guide you know you've known, or they've given you some information. Even you don't have to say what it is, because at the end of the day, meditations are very, very personal. Um, but I do hope that some of you got something from that and did meet guides, whether they were new guides or old guides, or you felt the healing, and you know you feel the upliftment and the strength as it comes to you. Filth, yes, he has got a dirty mind. I think that's guides. Well, this is nature lover. It's saying it. So no, nature is wonderful, isn't it? I hope you've all enjoyed it. I'm going to go now because I know Richard's not got long before he's got to. Chris says she did the same, often look back at notebooks. Yeah, find inspiration. I've still got mine from 25 years ago, Chris, when I used to sit, when I was very, very started in circle learning and everything else. And it's so interesting when, you know, you look back and you see what happens, and then you think to yourself, oh my goodness, yeah, I can see why that was there, and I can see what that meant now, you know, because we forget, don't we? And I think it's a great idea. Pamela said she saw James, her healer guide. Fantastic. I hope you had a nice conversation with him and got some, you know, we never stop learning. This is a thing, as mediums, healers, spiritual workers, we never ever stop learning. And the day you say you know everything, and you know it always a day when you're going to fall flat on your face. We never stop learning. And I know I learn so much all the time through different people, through, you know, the classes I teach. It's fantastic. And Tracy said it definitely helped you. I'm so glad. So please share. Let people know about meditations. Let people know about Spiritual Psychics TV. And I will see you all in a couple of weeks. Oh, next week I shall be on my channel, Reverend Lesley Knight, doing a meditation on YouTube. And then the week after, I'll be back here with Richard on Spiritual Psychics TV. Alison says she didn't see anyone. You think they've run away in disgust. They were there. Trust me. Trust me. You can always do it again. You can always do the meditation again. And sometimes you just, you know, you might not need to see anybody. You could just feel their energy around you. You could just feel a different feeling. I always know with my healing guide, he touches me on my back. I could feel, or one of them, I've got lots of different ones for different ailments, but one of my healing guides always puts his hand on my back, so I know he's there. And whenever I work spiritually, I always do that shiver, you know, like you do when somebody's walked over your grave. I always start doing that funny shiver before I do anything mediumship wise or healing wise. So we've all our own special. Is what is so wonderful. Yeah, we have to stay within rules and regulations and everything else, but everybody's unique and they've got their own way of connecting. So have a lovely week. Move forward, enjoy, look forward to this year. Let's make it a positive one. I know the rotten things are going on, but let's be positive. Let's send out that light and move forward. So I will say goodbye to you all. Oh, Pamela said her hands are extremely hot and tingly. Maybe, you know, you haven't been able to do a lot of healing like you normally do. I expect hands-on if you're a healer, Pamela. So bye-bye, everyone, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Take care.